Another drawing lesson from the drawing textbook by Bruce McIntyre. We're doing today lesson 9, and this includes a half cantaloupe, a television, an old-fashioned television obviously, set in the corner of a room, just a ball, a fishbowl on a 4-legged table, a simple flag waving upward, and a simple house facing right. Now I know we did a simple house facing right on here in lesson 6, but here it is again, so we get to do it twice. Here we go. I should keep that open. Okay, so the cantaloupe, or the half cantaloupe I should say, starts with 2 foreshortened circles for the top part of the cantaloupe. Here's my full cantaloupe, and there's always that middle section that you cut out and remove the seeds. That's right there. You need to then make a ball shape here because the cantaloupe are pretty round. That's, whoops, it's pretty good. I'm not going to shade this in yet. I'm going to draw the shading down the bottom first. The shading here is going to, if I have the light coming from this angle, I'm going to have a foreshortened circle over on this side. Just a little bit overlapping there. This gets shaded a lot because that's in the dark. That's the shadow made from the cantaloupe. Okay. And then our cantaloupe gets, well, the inside of our cantaloupe will get a little bit of shading here because the light is not going to hit the near side of that inner part. And then, of course, the outer part of our cantaloupe will get appropriate shading, darker as we get to the edges. It doesn't matter which way you do your lines too much. Obviously, as you can see, I've been drawing my lines every which way. Here, I just want to get the right blend of shadow and non-shadow. That looks pretty good. You can always use your finger to blend it a bit too. I don't know, I never think to do that. The television set in the corner starts with the foreshortened square, which is the top of our very old, bulky looking television set. I don't think anybody has these anymore, but we're going to draw one. You can think of it as a big box for moving or something. Short, or a box from like a washing machine. There we go. Anyway, so then I went down from my foreshortened square, and I'm just going to draw a really funny looking screen here. Again, this is pretty funny because it's so out of date. And here's our knobs because, well, old-fashioned televisions had knobs on them, and a little portable antenna, which nobody has seen anymore. We'll shade the left side because our light comes from the right as always. All right, that was just the TV part. Now we have to draw the wall. It's right in the corner of a room. So here's the corner. I'm just going to draw all the way up. Why not? The corner, it's not quite complete against the wall because somewhere there's a plug. And I'm going to make sure my lines come out parallel because this one and this one should be parallel, and this one and this one should be parallel for my corners of my wall. That's, wow, that's the whole thing. Okay, that was everything. Yep, I could shade this wall if I wanted to. Get a little bit of shading because that's in the darker wall. There's my television set, my old-fashioned television set in a corner. The third picture is a ball. Now, a ball is really just a circle with the proper shading. There's my ball. Make him a little bit better around. There we go. This again is going to have the foreshortened circle like our half cantaloupe. In fact, it's going to have the same exact foreshortened circle. There's nothing different about the shading on this one as on the half cantaloupe. This gets shaded dark, nice and dark. Nice shadow under my ball from the light coming from the right. Okay, and my ball is going to be shaded. Again, darker towards the edges and the underside. This is the underside of my ball. Okay, there's my ball. Gonna put some of these rounder type of shading lines into. There's my ball. Looks pretty good. The next one is the fishbowl on a four-legged table. We're going to draw the table first. This involves the foreshortened square to make the tabletop. That's the top of the table. Now we have to add some depth to our table. So I come down at all the corners and connect those lines. There's our tabletop. This is going to have the four simple legs that we've done before. There's the one. Oops. The other one, I'll come down here. I come over there and up and come back that way and up. This one comes down. I come forward, right, that continues this line. And then I have the line that's parallel to these going up. There's just going to draw the three legs. The fourth one is in the back there, right behind there. We don't see it. The fishbowl. Now, a fishbowl is clear glass with water in it. So you're going to see all the lines, actually. We won't see, I'm going to erase this back line here of the table because that's going to be in my way. I would actually see a little bit of it, but we can deal with that later. Here is my fishbowl. It's a ball. The bottom, here's the base, is a foreshortened circle. The top, where I put my fish in and my fish food, is also a foreshortened circle. The water in the fishbowl is another foreshortened circle in the middle there. And here's my fish swimming around there. Whee! I can draw the back of the table just a little bit. We can see it through the fishbowl just a bit. And that's my fishbowl on a table. Let's shade my table legs. These ones are in the shadow. These back ones. And this side too is in the back and in shadow. Anything else? That should be the whole thing. That's my fishbowl on a four-legged table. We get to draw another flag now. Draw my flagpole. This one is going to wave upward, so I'm going to go swerving up that way. Well, that was quite upwards. That's a big dramatic flag, isn't it? It's a little more dramatic than it should be. Again, this works the same way as the other one. We're going to drop our lines down for the height of the flag. This one just stops here because it's hidden behind this back part. This line gets duplicated here. And this line gets duplicated here. And there's my flag. Let me erase some of these lines that are messy. This one doesn't include any shading on it. It's a very simple flag. Swish, swish, swish. Yep, that looks good. That's our flag. And the last one, the simple house facing right. We've done. And we get to do it again. Let's do our, where do I want to start on this one? I'll just start in the middle. And here's the front of the house, and here's the side of the house, and here's more the front of the house, and the end of the front of the house. I'm not drawing my vertical lines very vertically, am I? Here's my roof. It should come up into the middle there. This comes back, and this joins it. I can never quite get my roofs looking as nice as I'd like them to. Anyway, there's my roof. I can add some tiles or bricks or shingles, I guess, to my roof just by doing simple swishies. That's a quick way to do a roof. My door is going to go here, and it will have vertical lines, obviously, with the door, but this has to be slanted. And there's my doorknob. I'll put a window on this side. Again, the edge, the right and left edge are vertical, and these other lines are in line with the roof and the ground line of my house. I have 4 panes there in my window. This whole back part gets shaded, and I could actually shade the window a little bit because, well, it's dark too at this point. I'm shading my house. I'm going to shade the ground a bit. The walkway, if you make the walkway going this way, it looks like it's going down a hill, or like the house is like floating in the air. In fact, I'm going to put some hills on the back here so you can see that the house is somewhere. Put a little evergreen tree here in the background, and one back there far away. Yeah, so you don't want to draw your walkway going down this way, but more off to the side. If you have a drawing going down, it looks like you're going way uphill to get to this house. And that's the end of lesson 9.